Hi, I'm Dr. Ken Henry, and I want to talk with you today about the intersection of the law and entrepreneurship. Now understand, I'm not going to give you any legal advice, I won't give you any financial advice, and I won't give you any accounting advice. What I will do is talk with you so that you can familiarize yourself with how your entrepreneurial journey intersects with the law. Today, I want to talk with you about trademark and the importance of trademark and using trademark the right way. I come from a crazy background. I was a high school English teacher and coach for 7 years. And I was a college coach for a couple years. I did a bachelor's in English. I did a master's in education administration and supervision. I did a doctorate in curriculum and instruction, and for 10 years after that, I taught teachers and administrators. I have been for 6 years, or had been for 6 years, the director of the Kentucky Office of Education Accountability. And today, I'm a practicing attorney in Louisville, Kentucky. So I've got this kind of unpure bloodline, but I have a lot of experiences that I think can be very helpful to entrepreneurs in their entrepreneurial journey. So today I wanted to talk with you again about trademark and how it intersects with what you're doing. And we're going to be doing a series of these videos leading up to the release of my upcoming book, The Intersection of Entrepreneurship and the Law. Trademark is very important because it protects you from having people knocking off your goods that you make. For example, go to a flea market and look and see how many Gucci bags there might be there, or Rolex watches, or the streets of New York City used to be full of these kinds of knockoff products, and we read about knockoff handbags and all these sorts of things being seized at airports. So trademark is a way to protect you from having your good work knocked off. Now, how does it work? Trademark is a way of you register with your logo, for example, or maybe the look of your products with the trademark office. So you'll need to consult with an intellectual property attorney to do this. But you need to know about it. And here's let me give you an example of why. A couple of friends down in Florida started a company called the Malicious Women Candle Company. They manufactured candles that were, they had great smell and all that, but that wasn't just the unique part of it. Their candles had these crazy names like heading to the gym, not shopping in yoga pants with a latte and no kids. That was one of their candles, so you can imagine. These soy-based candles sold really well. They did really well with their company. They were on Etsy one day and they found a site on Etsy that was manufacturing or selling candles that looked just like theirs and had crazy names like theirs did. So they hired a lawyer and had the lawyer send a cease and desist order to the person listed on the Etsy site as the owner. And months went by and they began to get calls from some of their former customers, confused because they thought that what they were buying on this Etsy site was theirs. So they hired a second lawyer who wrote another cease and desist letter, but said that he could not locate the person or identify the person who actually owned the Etsy site. So a year goes by, they keep getting more of these calls, so they then hire a third lawyer who sends a third cease and desist letter to this person and actually tracks the person down, and the person keeps selling the candles, and so they file suit. Now, what are some of the ramifications of violation of trademark? One, you cease and desist letter, and you'll have to stop using whatever it is. Two, you could be issued an injunction by the court to make you stop. And three, you could actually be fined incur a civil penalty of up to $150,000 per infringement. And fourth, you can have the profits from your ill-gotten gains surrendered to the person whose trademark that you have infringed. So it's important that you be very careful if you're selling goods that you either don't use trademarked images or names or phrases in your products, or you get a license for them. Look, if you can't afford to buy the license, it's not going to make you enough money to do it. So my advice is don't do it unless it's licensed. Now let's flip that coin over. The malicious women, for example, that was really a unique way of doing their candles that they deserve to have protected. And you don't want to have your good work knocked off and somebody to claim credit for and take profits away from you when they're not entitled to them. So what my advice is simply this. Always, always, always trademark those things that you want to protect. And always, always, always get a license if you want to use trademark materials. You go to the flea markets or the craft fairs and those sorts of things, and you see so many these tumblers that people make with what are trademarked images on there of Disney images, for example, and you know that they're not trademarked or they're not licensed. So it's just not worth the risk on that side. But you also want to protect the look and feel, so to speak, of your entrepreneurial business, so that you don't get ripped off like the woman from Malicious Candle did. I hope you found this valuable and useful. Again, it's for informational purposes to educate you. Certainly you want to talk to a lawyer, an intellectual property lawyer, about trademarking your goods. But I hope you found this valuable. And we're going to be doing more of these. We're going to talk about copyright. We're going to talk about contracts. We're going to talk about the type of business form that you should take. And we're going to talk about HR. We're going to talk some about a ton of different topics in the intersection of the law and entrepreneurship. Hey, please subscribe to the channel and give us a comment down below and hit that bell so that you'll get notifications when we drop videos. I know I've taken some time away and I've been thinking about how I can best use what I have to help others, and this is where I'm headed. So we're going to be doing this more regularly, and we hope that you will get value and continue to come back and tell others about us as well.